All right. Welcome back to Dan's Trades. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're coming from, what time you're tuning in. I appreciate you coming back. I truly do thank you. As always, I am not a professional financial advisor by any shape, size, or means. This is purely me recording my trading activity, reviewing some of my trade activity, doing some charting, looking at things, whatnot. None of it is financial advice. Take it as it is. If it helps you, fantastic. If it doesn't, let me know. If there is something like that, speaking of which, always pause and read those. Very important information. If you do have questions, or I'll throw this out there if you're watching, why do you watch? I'll open up the comments on this one. I'm just curious. What do you look for? Are you learning something? I know I'm not claiming to be a mentor of any kind. I am not running any services. Oh, there's some trades. Let's turn that off. Just for now, just to surprise you. You gotta build the suspense, right? I didn't take any trades today, as obviously you saw. I was scrolling back through it. Today is, by the way, September 4th, 2024. It is currently 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Market's just opened. You saw we're in the Asian session right now. I'm just going to do some work, record some things, and I'll see what happens. So right now I'm actually going to mark the end dogs out. I haven't done that yet for today, so I'll mark it on the MNQ and the MES. That is currently what I'm trading. If you want to fast forward it later, if you're watching this later, I do some trade reviews. So if you're not caring about this part, you know it, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to throw some annotations on here. And missed it. Just to get a feel for this is what it's like to actually be a trader. You know, everybody watches, or people that might be looking to trade, maybe you are using this for some type of learning. Maybe you're not. But if you are, this is just a feel for what it's actually like. You know, instead of just watching the trade executions, you know, everybody sees, people only show, you know, what they want. They only show the cool trades. You don't see the bullshit, right? You don't see the losing trades. You don't see the drawdown. No one wants to show that because it's not real. So I'm going to show what it's actually like to mark out end dogs. You know, it is work. Think about it as work. Make sure I'm doing this right. That is the open and the close. Sometimes they play games with you. If you're ever wondering, keep your eye on that. I've seen that trip people up from time to time, but so I just hover over this and I look at the open and the close numbers up here to make sure it's matching my color, so I'm marking my gaps appropriately. So it definitely is an up close candle. So open, end dog high. That is definitely the close of yesterday. And we are 9/4, so let's change the date. Okay. High and low marks. Move that back to standard. And I only want CE on this one. It's pretty small. 62 to 68. I'm only going to put CE in there. I don't need to, I can eyeball the quadrants, right? So we'll leave that guy there. We'll jump over to MES. And let's find the MES. Oh, hold on. What chart was I on the MNQ there? I didn't even realize I was on a 15-second chart. Was I on a 15-second chart or a 1-minute chart there? Pay no mind to the helicopters that are flying over right now. Yep, this is live. was marking the 15-second chart. I'm going to go back in and remove those. How did I do that by accident? See? This is real life. Oh, this is NQ. That's why. Seriously, Dan. Seriously. Okay. 1 minute chart. MNQ. I am going to start marking all of them because I'm just going to leave it on MNQ for now. That is the thing, you know, depending on if you're trading micros, minis, if you make decisions, you might have a lot of markups to do. And I've actually personally done, I'm looking at marking up the NQ as well, and we have rollover coming, so I'm going to have to be switching over to the Z contract pretty soon. So one instrument you can be marking up more than one time just to compare slight variations. If you haven't heard, there was mention in the 2024 lineup about comparing micros versus full minis, and they don't book to market the exact same tick. So as Michael said, and I credit all of my learnings to him now, everything I trade is based on ICT Concepts, if you don't know, so I'll throw that quick plug in there. And he even mentioned, might have even been the most recent one, that the micros and the E-minis don't book the exact same prices, and sometimes some go farther than others. Sometimes there's SMT across that. I don't know if people actually use that yet. Don't quote me on that, but I'm starting to track those fine details. So it is a shit ton of work. Pardon my French. So if you're thinking about getting into this, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not easy. Some people make it look easy. I don't personally think it's easy. You be the judge. So let me jump back over to the MES. Mark that end dog. Instead of how I somehow jumped to a 15-minute chart there. Alright, so there's yesterday. Close. Why isn't it? Oh, for some reason. And open should be there. Hold up, close. 55.27, 55.30, yes indeed. And is that even? One tick. One tick counts. Label it appropriately. And dog high. And dog low. Today. See, I got some skills. Not many though. Alright. Copy, paste, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I do have kill zones, the watermark, and one time cycles that I don't use it in the actual trading. I use it after the fact and see how it lines up. So it's kind of interesting, to be completely honest. I'm weighing it out. I have used it. I don't, if anything, I only use it as confluence now, to be honest with you. I know people out there teach by it. It's a good way to use it to identify what's actually happening, I think, at the end of the day. So a lot of times I like to use, I'll call it a crutch, just because I'm simpler that way, and I've smashed lunch in between AM and PM. I don't have the half hours, so this is my settings. I'm not telling you should do it, but do your own research and see what you think and see what you like. But I do like that free indicator just to keep me track of, you know, the session highs and lows, what's been hit, if it's fresh or not. Just where they were. It's good to know. It's an easy way to spot it. So I do like that. End dog's marked. I don't need to mark CE, obviously, that because it's only a tick. So we'll leave that alone. Nice little market maker buy model plano right there. And they say you can't trade Asia. There's 10 handles right there. Beautiful. All right. So let's go take a look at, just go to curiosity. Did not trade at all today. Day after a holiday. I did trade last night in London though. Whoops. Control Z is your friend, by the way, if you don't know that. And let me make this. Nope, don't do that because that'll screw it all up. We'll just stay right here. Let's go look at London. Not that I'm going to be a London trader, but I do like testing. Sometimes I'm up at 2 in the morning, which is 1 in the morning for me. There's Asia yesterday, after the holiday. So we're coming on the heels of Labor Day weekend. Everybody knows. And I was watching. So if I turn these back on, I'm using it to do it for this purpose. 2 o'clock starts. I'm starting to look. See, I haven't even tweaked. Maybe I could go in. I could probably tweak this a little bit more to see which box actually covers. But I'm looking at, looking for relative equal highs and lows. Looking for the first value gap that forms. So honestly, I wasn't even using this when I took my trades because you'll see why. But I'll wait for that for a second. So let's zoom in a little bit here so you can actually see what's going on. So overnight we got Asia highs and lows. We had we swept Asia lows right after it. So right after Asia closed, the market was already purged sell side, just from a session perspective. And yeah, sometimes that matters. Rallied up, trailed back down, coming into London. I was looking for trading back to the end dog. The old magnet up there. We got the session high sitting right in the middle of the end dog. Is that coincidence? I have no idea, but that's what my eyes show me. So I was looking for longs, sitting up, put in first fair value gap on a 1 minute chart. And I'm looking for higher prices, so I'm not looking for this to be an inversion fair value gap, so we're going to be a standard run-of-the-mill fair value gap. So we had a fair value gap right there. There's the first gap that forms. So on a retracement, you could be getting long there. Targeting the end dog at least. It doesn't have to get there, but that's the draw on liquidity. Where did it go? Let's see. Got there at the open. Took till New York Open to get there. Was there any way to trade along the way? A lot of back and forth, choppy up and down, right? Can't time that. Can't be profitable, can you? Looks like it's just expanding. Each square is getting bigger. How are you going to use that? Well, this one gets smaller now. That one sweeps it. So not that I'm saying anything's right or wrong. I'm just saying I'm not actually using that in my trading right now. So I'll just turn that back off. What I am using is this first fair value gap. So let's take a look. Let's throw those trades back on. And of course I'm an MES. See, that's what really threw me. Welcome to 51 and a half years old, ladies and gentlemen. So let's do this to set the stage one more time. Come on back. We were trading. What did I trade last night? Stand by. What was I thinking? I got so used to trading MES, but I forgot I traded MNQ. So let's go to the micro NQ. Zoom into. Oh, see, I knew I had it labeled up. Ding dong. That's a different one though. Let's go to London. There's my London. So remember what ES looked like? Now compare NQ. Same kind of thing. Now we got a couple annotations. Same storyline. Same deal. These aren't drawn till over there. If anything, I'm going to look at a way to use it to mark. If I can modify that script to only mark. Oh, those trades. The 9:30 to 10. If I can get it to only draw this one, that might be interesting to me. Because then I can look for, is there relative equal highs? Is there relative equal lows? Let's look what happens at the news candle this morning. Interesting. So I know there's planters out there that teach that. I'm not trying to steal anything. I'm not giving away anything, I don't think. But that's interesting. But if I were to use it, I'm going to see if I can use this time cycles to only map out the opening ranges, 9 to 9, or excuse me, 9:30 to 10. And then same thing, if I can have it map out and just only circle 7 to 7:30, so it draws my attention to it, I might look into that. We'll see. If there's an easy way to do it, let me know. I'm all ears. All right, let's get back into London. London, baby. Turn those cycles back off, because you'll see why. Okay. I didn't think I was going to have to mark up my fair value gaps. I was very confused for a second, so that's why. MNQ we traded. Same thing. So we do have market correlation, obviously. We have a fair value gap in the first minute of trading in the London session open. So we marked that out. Third consecutive candle pings it. Should you be watching? Yep. Have I been watching for a long time? Yep. So I'm doing my own personal testing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just talking about what's working for me. So let's throw on my trades. I want to do some more. There we go. So retracement into what? Fair value gap execution. We're long one contract. 1 minute chart. Not going anywhere. Add a second contract as we're getting to just hanging around. I'm at the top half. That's fine. Price comes back in, fills in the fair value gap. I'm perfectly fine with that. My stop loss is down here below the first candle. Add 2 more contracts. Price moves up. I'm not getting the displacement I'm looking for yet, but we got a third contract right here. You're probably wondering why. Why are you doing that, Dan? Well, let's look at a 15-second chart. Now I'm going to have to zoom all the way back there, but that's fine. I'll make it. Don't you worry. Let's look at it from a 15-second standpoint as to see if it makes more sense like that. So now, red shade is just London. This is my 1 minute fair value gap. Here's my first entry. So the first entry was on the 1 minute chart. As we're touching as close as I can there. Second entry, third entry, fourth entry. We're staying inside this fair value gap. I'm just pillaring on. It's not pyramiding. I'm only doing one contract, micros. This is paper trading. Finally, we get back out above. Then we come back down and snap this. I say, I'll take one more by C if I can get one more. I'm seeing we're not breaking. We're just time distortion. So I'm looking for higher prices, anticipating it going towards the end dog. So we got 5 micros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What time are we looking for? A little bit later. Where do we go? Let's target 18,901. That's interesting. Why is my... That's why I'm confused. I lost my... Stand by. Alright, I think I'm confusing what's available in the web client versus the full app. So I'm in a browser right now, so I'm used to a line coming across, so it makes it easier. But first target exit here. I'll zoom out the entries again. So 886 got in one. Second contract 883, 866, 863. Added on to the position. Never had a close outside of the fair value gap. I would have cut it if it would drop below. Stop was down here. Didn't even need to be all the way down here. So this is all based on this pattern right here, and time, and drawn liquidity. So it's not just the pattern. Yes, there's a pattern to look for, to your eye to key in on it. What's going on under the covers, I have no idea of the actual market. Not like some people do, but this is the signature I should look for at the right time with the right place for a target. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. You're only wrong a little bit. So if I'm wrong down here, it's just a little bit. Micros. All right, so there's that again. So I was getting to targets. So since I was entering here, I'm obviously targeting Not these, because I'm already above it. I'm not targeting this because that just happened. Although it wouldn't be a bad scalp. 10 points. It's an ultra scalp. We're targeting over here. Got a fair value gap with a swing high. Little swing high, relative equal highs right here. So first exit's 18,901. As you see, 18,901. What's this high? 18,900.75. So first partial, second partial over this high, which nicely lines up with that blue line. Huh, that must be random too. I don't even know what that blue line is right there, honestly. So 5 on, took 2 off. I was looking to see if I thought about just letting it run and go to bed, because it's 2 in the morning now for me. So I'm ready to go to sleep. I was happy though. Nice couple trades, but I let it go. Got stopped out in profit right here. And I said, oh, that's a nice little trade. I actually watched all of this, so it was good. It was good for the soul. It was good to watch it play out. It's one of the longer trades I've had in a while. I've only traded London a couple times, so I felt that was a pretty good result for London. Stopped out in profit. I jumped back in. I said, you know what? Maybe I'll just put 3 contracts back on and go to bed and just see what happens. I ended up watching it. I said, nah, I don't even want to sleep on that because I don't want to build bad habits. So I just closed it out right here, let it get stopped out as we dropped under that. So I closed that out. That was the trade for today. And what does that look like? Paper trading. So there's my profit. There's the one. So there's the stop and profit was the 23. Closing that position for 3 shares. There's the first 2. And the loss basically made up for that. So it was a $100 night. It's not bad for looking at a computer at 2 in the morning on micros. So this is the other history on what I've been doing with this paper account. Reset it back on 8/26/2024 to $10,000. First 5 trades didn't work out. Hey, the model doesn't always pan out exactly perfect, but that's why you have risk management. That's why I have risk management. So yeah, the first day was down, but look what happened later in the day. Oh, we came right back. That's a nice win. 8/26. We closed the day at 10/182. So we started the morning 8/26. Should we go look at that? I wasn't planning on this, but why not? You're here. I'm here. We're here. This is our time, Mr. Hand. I'm gonna order some pizza on our time. So let's go to 8/26. I'm curious now. Let's turn this back off. This will be a secret. Even be a secret for me. Pay no attention to all these weird lines. Maybe this will be too much. Maybe I should cut it. Who knows? 8/26. Well, that was Monday. That's why. Who wants to trade on Monday? We're right inside. So this is a higher time frame something. Figure it out on your charts. But I'm not saying you need to have all these lines. This is actually better sometimes. I actually like looking at it without anything. Naked's awesome. Not trading naked yet, but I'm getting there. 8/26 in the morning. So that was a AM session. Oh, look, I probably tried to trade some gap or something. I don't know. I don't even remember. Let's see. Let's throw them back on. Oh, yeah. I think this was one where it just kept going down, but it was MES. I was looking to try and, yeah, whatever. Let's save that for another day. That doesn't matter. The thing that matters is that's the most recent trade review. I'm already coming up to half an hour, so that's enough. I'll cut her loose here. Where are we at right now? Where's price? There's price. Beauty miss. Came right back up and whammo. Leg it. Gapped up, came down, touched the new end dog. Came up to, what is that? It's important, whatever it is. I usually have those marked. What is that from? Oh well, I'll have to look in that and research it, but obviously it's a price level of interest because we bounced off it, and that's where the market maker Bob model started. This is the original consolidation. Drop down, come right back up. Beautiful. That's pretty. I wish I would have seen this 10 years ago. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jesus, for letting me see some of this like Michael does a little bit. Just a little bit. Nowhere near it. But, yeah, I didn't trade at all. But the 2024 mentorship is opening my eyes. Look where it's coming up to this end, dog. We'll cut her loose there again. If you got a question, throw it in the comments. I'll keep the comments open on this one. And I'll end it with, if anybody hung around, we'll pull up. So I did plug in my paper trading since I did reset that account so you get a better view of it. So instead of going through all of them just to show you, we'll pull over my TradeZella. This is the paper account that is tied to that. You can see I traded all micros except for one day. On 9/3 I decided to trade minis. To be honest with you, exactly why. Right now I don't know why I did. It was a game day decision. So since I reset, here's our results and the 2024 mentorship starting, since I wasn't able to do 2023 live with them. So this is a first for me. So thank you, as always. But it's getting so much better. Are they all consistent? No. What's our rates here? 61% win rate. We're up 1,500 on that 10,000, so that's 10% already right now above. So in 2 weeks, a week and a half, on micros with 1 day in minis. Okay, 1 day was 665 was minis, but it was still 400, 120, 76, 133. That's nothing to shake a stick at. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you want to? Someone throws $700 at you? You gonna say no? All right. So I'm loving 2024, and it's working clearly. I will end her there for now. If you got any questions, again, throw it in there. If you like this, give me a like. If you watched, let me know why. I'm curious. If you're not watching 2024 and you're still struggling, watch the 2024 mentorship. It's 100% free. There's already 22 videos. These look like I haven't watched them. These are the ones I watched live. These are the ones I've watched after the fact. So I haven't been watching these live. I've been watching these after. So I'm personally even transitioning, but love it. So just showing my journey. And oh look, Caleb just posted, or ICT posted to Caleb's channel, so I better go check that out. Some tutelage from today. All right, go do more learning, do more checking. Maybe he traded Asia. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm just kidding. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. Remember, tomorrow is promised for none of us. Live for today. Be safe.